Hello everyone and welcome to the Grammys. Today we are going to be acknowledging singers and songwriters that have sadly passed away and can no longer be here with us today. We will be giving the award to their loved ones for whoever is to win. Now, my nominee that I'm going to be introducing today is going to be Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley was a very famous singer and songwriter from the 1950s and is still very loved and portrayed today. Elvis was born on January 8, 1935 in Mississippi, but would later move to Tennessee with him and his family to have a better life for everyone. Today, while introducing Elvis, I'll be going over his family and his fans, his rise to fame and achievements, and lastly, the end of his life and career. So let's start off with his family. We have his mom, Gladys Presley, and his dad, Vernon Presley, who have sadly passed away and can no longer be here with us today, but are with Elvis now. Next, we have his ex-wife, but best friend, Priscilla Presley, who is in the crowd for Elvis tonight. And while during that marriage, they had Elvis's one and only daughter, but not only that, his one and only child, Lisa Marie Presley, who is also sadly not here with us today, but also with Elvis now. Next, along with Elvis's life and his family, he had many fans that would come to watch him and support him. With his rise to everything, many of the ladies really loved Elvis for all that he did, and still many fans love him today. Next, let's move on to Elvis's rise of fame. While rising to fame, he rose due to all the singing and dancing that he did. The dancing he did was very proactive and unusual, so many people loved it, and also it was something that was called forbidden, so obviously the ladies ate that up. As the rise to fame, he also started to act, and while acting, even though he was still very famous, he later had to join the military due to legal obligations. Next, according to Graceland biography, the top 5 most awarded achievements that Elvis got were record sales from his music life, TV specials from his acting life, Grammys, hoping to win another one today, one out of the most 10 outstanding young men in the nation, and lastly, he was also inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Next, let's move on to why Elvis's life and career ended. First off, many that knew Elvis knew that he was addicted to the pills and many other prescriptions that were not supposed to be given. He also was not only addicted to pills, but also addicted to the stage, which is what later ended his marriage. With these two addictions, is what ended his life later in the years, but also not only that, his manager, Colonel Tom Parker, was also one to play in that role. Colonel Tom Parker was making deals behind Elvis's back without his acknowledgement or his consent. So while making these deals behind his back or without his acknowledgement, Elvis didn't get the rest or support that he needed, which later led Elvis to have a heart attack, which is what took him from us today. But even though with the heart attack and him being taken from us today, his spirit still lives on with everything else, such as Priscilla Presley has an Elvis Foundation and also Graceland, which is the house that Elvis bought when he was just 22 years of age. Also, not only that, there are many museums and exhibits full of Elvis's stuff that he has worn, had, or even would touch just at any given stage moment. I want to thank you all for coming to the Grammys today and listening to my nominee. Let's go over what we have learned about Elvis Presley. We have learned that he has many fans, but his family is his best asset and achievement. His rise to fame came quick, and he had many achievements along the way to show everything he did for us. And lastly, the end of his life and career were very rough, but he still has many things here today in the real world to show us how well he did in life. Thank you all for coming, and I want to pronounce the winner of the Best Singer and Songwriter and Soul There Was to Ever Be, Elvis Vernon Presley.